Do you want to attract a specific person? Maybe it's your soulmate or your future husband or wife. If you're like many of my single clients and friends, you have discovered that following the vague and overly generalized advice of dating and relationship coaches has gotten you nowhere and has only led to frustration and despair. Take heart, my friend, because you could still have your dream partner. I'm going to show you how through a real coaching session with an actual client where you will see the crucial missing step of rewiring your subconscious that so many relationship coaches miss. When you do this step, you can finally attract and keep a great romantic partner. Hi, I'm Emily Liu. I'm the author of CLIMAX, Why Great Leaders Need Love Affairs. I help you climax in love with a deeply nourishing and fulfilling intimate partnership. In a minute, we're gonna go into the first of a 5-part video series where I take my client JB through the first step in the subconscious reprogramming process. The 4 videos to follow after this one will show you exactly how I took JB through adopting positive beliefs about men. 6 months after this coaching session, she finally manifested her soulmate and married him a year later. There is a link in the description box to a worksheet you can download outlining the subconscious reprogramming steps that I took JB through. The approach I'm going to show you is based on the cutting-edge, evidence-based internal family systems healing and transformational model that was developed by a brilliant psychologist, Dr. Richard Schwartz. So, regardless if you're a man or a woman, if you do the work like JB did, you too can manifest your soulmate or a specific person. Here is step 1 of the subconscious reprogramming process. You need to identify the chatter in your head. That is, the beliefs that have held you back from attracting the love of your life. After JB dug in deep, here's what she fleshed out regarding her beliefs about men.
Men lie, men always cheat, you can't trust men, men will hurt you, men are stupid. And I was surprised when I went back and read it how blanket sort of statement, profoundly negative these opinions were of mine. I didn't write men are awesome. I didn't write, I can't wait to meet a beautiful guy. I didn't really write anything positive. I had some really, judgments. And then when I look back at it, I thought, well, no wonder you're not in a relationship. How could you if that's your opinion of men?
Now let's listen to JB's inner chatter when she talks about meeting a hypothetical amazing guy.
Yeah, my immediate reaction is I don't believe it. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that nice facade, or I wonder what he's really like. So that's the first thing that comes up for me. Like, I think about people that I have met who've been, charming and witty, and I'm like, whatever, or, oh, look, he's trying to hustle me. That's actually one of my things all the time. I say, I hate it when men hustle me. And, I've said it to my girlfriends at certain times, and they've said, like, he wasn't hustling you. He was just being nice, or he wasn't hustling you. He was just being funny. They're trying to swindle me. They're always trying to convince me of something. They're trying to be something they're not. They're laying on the charm. They're putting on the game. And so that's my first reaction. My second reaction is more like, I don't have time for this. This is too much work. It's too much effort. They just got too much stuff going on. I don't have the time. I'm not going to compromise. I'm busy. Get out of my way.
A side note here. This coaching session you're watching is JB's 6th coaching session with me using the internal family systems framework. The previous 5 sessions focused on reprogramming her for business success and permanently healing a 20-year debilitating battle with a health issue. In case you aren't familiar with internal family systems, here's a quick summary of what IFS is all about. Internal family systems, IFS for short, is an evidence-based model of self-leadership and permanent emotional healing that was developed over 30 years ago by Dr. Richard Schwartz. IFS is not just another woo-woo theoretical approach. It's an evidence-based psychospiritual healing model that has exploded in popularity because the IFS protocol gets to the root causes of your challenges and heals you at the root cause level. Research studies have proven IFS's effectiveness. See my link below to the research. IFS is now one of the few healing modalities recognized by insurance companies. The internal family systems methodology was given the thumbs up as an evidence-based practice of permanent emotional healing and transformation by the National Registry of Evidence-Based Programs and Practices that is overseen by the United States Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. If you want to learn more about IFS, I have a link in the description box to a slide deck presentation in which I explain the IFS model. Okay, now let's get back to my client JB. As you saw in the video segment, JB realized that her beliefs about men were sabotaging any chances she had at finding a loving and non-abusive soulmate. So I'm curious, what disempowering beliefs have kept you stuck from manifesting your soulmate or specific person? What beliefs have contributed to challenging relationships? Let's get a conversation going in the comments. I hope you realize that if you have negative self-talk, like, I'm not attractive enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not worthy, I can't trust men, all the good ones are taken, all men are just after one thing, then you're approaching your search from a place of negative energy. These critical voices that are swimming in your head are usually rooted in childhood emotional experiences. When you hold on to these negative views, subconsciously, you are looking to validate them. So it should be no surprise then that you find what your subconscious is looking for, and that is the wrong romantic partner. If you want to know more about the science of how beliefs are formed in the subconscious, you can read Dr. Bruce Lipton's best-selling book, The Biology of Belief. Or you can find the videos Biology of Belief on YouTube, which I'm going to link below anyways. So Dr. Lipton explains that in the first 7 years of life, you were in a state of hypnosis, in theta waves, where your subconscious was programmed with beliefs based on your positive and negative experiences with your parents, authority figures, peers, and community. If you haven't manifested your deepest desires in love or in any other area of your life, it's because the past is always in the present. Your outer reality reflects your inner reality, and that is the inner reality of your unhealed, wounded inner child parts. Your exiled inner child parts, these are referred to as exiles for short in the IFS framework. They carry your emotional burdens. These children inside of you are acting out. These are the root causes of the inability to manifest and keep your soulmate or specific person. I also add keeping your soulmate because you may have had the fortune of manifesting a great lover, but you may have ended up self-sabotaging the whole thing if your inner child parts, that is your exiles, have not been unburdened of their negative core beliefs from wounding experiences programmed into your subconscious hard drive. I want to pause and take a minute to emphasize the most important point of these videos on manifesting a soulmate. Your unhealed inner child parts are where you need to focus your attention. Here are a couple of examples of subconscious programming at 2 years old that can cause a lack of manifesting a soulmate or cause challenges in your relationships. A 2-year-old is thinking, my new baby sister is consuming all of mom's attention. I must not be lovable anymore. Or dad moved out and abandoned me. This means it's not safe to love and attach because I will be abandoned. The belief that it's not safe to love and attach because I will be abandoned could very well cause a person to fear commitment and/or to fear emotional intimacy. The thing is, a 2-year-old has no concept of the demands of a newborn. The only meaning that makes sense to a 2-year-old is that they must not be lovable, or they must have done something wrong that caused dad to move out of the house. If you want to go deeper to learn how your unhealed parts wreak havoc, you can read my book, CLIMAX, Why Great Leaders Need Love Affairs. This book is a fictional love and leadership story inspired by crazy events that happened in my personal and professional life. So this is going to help you to learn the internal family systems, self-leadership healing, and transformation model. And I link to the book in the description box. In a nutshell, in order to manifest your soulmate or specific person, you must identify the critical inner voices and disempowering beliefs that are underneath the surface of why you haven't been able to attract your soulmate or specific person. The unhealed past is always in the present. These parts literally create your current realities in ways that are sometimes obvious and sometimes very subtle. If you want the negative parts of you to transform, to help you instead of hinder you, you must become friends with them before they will transform into inner team members that will help you to manifest your biggest dreams in love. In video number 2 of this 5-part series, you're going to see how JB befriends the protective parts of her that kept her stuck from meeting great men. To watch the rest of the coaching sessions with JB, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. And if you also hit the bell notification, you'll get alerted when the next video comes out. So I'll see you in the next video.